You are now tuned in to the dopest podcast on the planet, Dope Dealer Podcast. Jamal Doman and Tobe Hixx.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the world's most dangerous podcast.
Dope Dealers Podcast.
You know what it is. It's your man Jamal Doman.
Tobe Hixx.
It goes down at Jamal Doman, JamalDoman.
TOBEHIXX. Nigga, either I'm really high or you really loud.
Oh, I'm excited to be back, man.
Yeah, I know, you just full of
energy. That's the first time I heard that the intro, man, they made for us, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Llama Squad, man. That's Llama Squad. Y'all know they already had made that song, but you see they kind of switched up and made it into a nice little drop for us, man. So we played it last week. I wasn't here.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to Llama Squad representing NYC. It goes down, man.
Man, shout out to the troops, man.
Exactly, yeah.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, the Coast Guard, the National Guard, the Bloods, the Crips, and the SAs.
Absolutely, man. You know how we do it, man. Episode 99, Tobe Hixx.
Yeah, 99, double nine.
Man, double nine.
Like
man.
Aaron Donald, huh?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who's been with us since episode 1, man.
Yeah, man. A lot of people have been down from day one, and we truly appreciate it.
Episode 99. So that means next week, we got a little special thing for y'all next week. We ain't even gonna, you know what I mean? We ain't even gonna say nothing, man. But we gonna hold it down, man. It goes down, man. Special show today, man. We got my little young G, Philly's Rookie of the Year, I would say, but he's not really. I mean, he's Rookie of the Year 5 years ago. He's
right.
We're gonna bring him in.
I'm a Ben Simmons rookie.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right. We're gonna bring him in a little while, man. But we got him. It's gonna be all about him, man. The homie Jarell is in the house. We're gonna introduce him in a little bit, man. But I'm Tobe. First thing I want to thank everybody who listened to last week's episode. I was not here, so I want to give a shout out to my ex, Anna Jean, Anna John.
She told everybody you cheated on her. That shit was funny as fuck.
She lied. We're going to get her in here because I heard that bullshit she was talking about, and we're going to get her in here.
She said you went to Philly and got some pussy and came back and lost your motherfucking mind.
I had no idea.
He went home and got some pussy and came back and lost his motherfucking mind.
What do you mean he lost his mind?
He tripped on his girl that he had here because he got home some Philly pussy. He went home for a couple weeks. Yeah.
She's lying.
Got one of his old.
Straighten up. I don't even like the way this is running.
She's lying. I don't know what she's talking about, but we're going to bring it. But first thing, shout out to, she did a great job.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
And last week, I know you guys were talking about Lonnie Love, the Lonnie Love situation.
Yeah.
I actually heard her quote. I don't know if I don't know if we can play it again. I heard a quote, and some people were saying it was taken out of context. She wasn't saying. And when I heard it, I can see if Lonnie saying, no, I didn't mean it to be that way. But,
Okay, well, let's look at it like this. Okay, let's just say she said the same exact words, but she had a black boyfriend. How you think people would have felt then if she'd have said that and her boyfriend was black?
Right. No, I hear what you said.
No, I'm asking, how do you think they would have felt?
They wouldn't have felt, they still would have felt a little, but they wouldn't have felt as fucked up as it is as having a white.
So don't you think it's a chance that it's just damage control trying to say, well, everybody say they didn't mean it like that. I done told a whole lot of bitches, I didn't really mean it like that.
Yeah, and Lonnie, we know, first thing, we got love for Lonnie. We started out with her. We happy for her success. Doing her thing.
Sure.
Yeah, and we're very happy. But Lonnie, we got it. Like I called in and I told my feelings last week, and we talked about it. But Lonnie, I want to tell a story about Lonnie.
Because that ain't the first time,
So a mutual friend of ours, a comedian, up and coming comedian, he actually went on, what show was that? She on The Real? The Real.
The Real.
They actually had him on there. Special guest. He's not a big time comic. They just had him on there for a particular.
It was a segment.
So he went on the show. He did good. Now he knows Lonnie. He knows Lonnie like we know Lonnie. So it was all love. The segment went great. He said he went. After it was over, he was at his dressing room. Getting ready to collecting all his belongings, getting ready to go. He said Lonnie sent one of the PAs over to him, and the PA had her number written down and basically handed it to him. Was like, hey, Lonnie said call her. Call her, y'all, maybe hang out.
Yeah.
Now, he feels some type of way because he why you seeing the PA? I know you.
Yeah,
Like, why you know what I mean? And So it just seemed like Lonnie was trying to, like, here, nigga.
Weinstein a nigga?
Yeah, Weinstein a nigga.
Oh, okay. That's what we saying. Huh?
So our mutual friend never called her. Like, he wasn't interested in her.
No,
like
and it
that.
just, and then I guess, he felt kind of weird. Just didn't know what to say,
So he didn't call her. He didn't, nothing. They never had any contact after that. Cut to 6 months later. They bring him back on the show to do like a part two.
Yeah. They wanted. The segment was so popular. They wanted an update.
They brought him back on to do the show, and don't you know? He said Lonnie Love acted funny style towards him, was funky towards him. Didn't say a word to him other than the segment they had to talk about.
Ooh,
so that kind of lets you know her kind of state of mind. And I just,
So she forcing herself on niggas and then saying niggas ain't shit.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Trying to, like, Lonnie, you don't stop. Lonnie, we love you. We love you, but you don't stop with that bullshit. Stop with that bullshit, man. So,
yes.
So we just want to, we keep it real on this show, man.
Yeah, Dope Dealer Podcast.
Yes, it goes down,
Dope
man.
Dealer Podcast.
So, you know what, Toby, let's get right into it, man.
Yeah, and real quick, yesterday was MLK Day, so
oh, yeah.
Hope everybody got to at least have a moment and think about Martin Luther King, and hopefully you got a day off from work. If you didn't, white folks did, so hey, that's the way it goes.
I got a little. We're gonna talk. I got a little. I want Rel to come in here and get us later on. I got some about some foolishness that happened for Martin Luther King Day. I'm gonna show y'all a picture. We're gonna talk about that later on. I think that's gonna be the dope of the week.
All
right. Something else I wanted to talk. Oh yeah, first thing, shout out to everybody who came out to the Improv last Monday. I had a great time. They had me headlining, man. They put me up last.
Yeah, I see.
Shout out to everybody who came out. But that's not the room you kind of want to headline at.
Motherfucker might be asleep by the time you get up.
But it was a great show. Malik S was hosting. Shout out to everybody who came out. Skeet Carter did his thing. I forgot. Rocco went up. So shout out to everybody who came down. And also everybody who came out to the Nothing But Funny comedy show with Twyla Johnson this Saturday afternoon. And everybody I met there and everybody who came out, shout out to everybody who came out. Appreciate
Those are always great shows. Once a month, North Hollywood at the Federal. Yeah. Nothing But Funny. Check it out.
It was a great show.
With our sister Twyla.
Tory Hardin, the gentleman out of Howie Bell out of Detroit.
Yeah, HB.
We did it,
my
man.
guy.
So it was a good show, man. But look, let's get right into it, man. Episode 99. Let's bring my young buck in, man. Been doing this thing. Started out in Philly. I met him in Philly when he was just starting out, man. I think we did a bar. I first met him. I think we did a barbecue together.
Yeah, we did a barbecue.
Yeah, you remember that?
Wow, I do remember that. That's crazy.
I remember the lady booked me. She booked me months in advance, and then
for a barbecue. Go ahead.
Barbecue.
And then when I got there, she was trying to act like she didn't know who I was. I was like, lady,
damn.
I think because she had to pay me that money. So I was like,
ain't that a bitch? Yeah. Oh, so she just wanted you to turn around and go back home?
Yeah. So
without performing and not getting paid.
She was over the budget.
Yeah, maybe over the budget.
That's what happened.
Yeah, she had to get some extra ribs.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him right in, man. Listen, man, he's a comedian, he's an actor, he's a host. You've seen him on the Wu Tang series on Hulu. You've seen him on ATL on FX. Was probably one of the most dopest, innovative episodes of ATL. We're gonna talk about the show ATL. It's probably one of the most controversial and talked about episodes.
Well, it's called Atlanta. They call it
Atlanta. He was on that, man. The Breaks. You seen him in the movie Brotherly Love. Shout out to Jamal Hill. Listen, man, he's God's son, man. All the way from Philadelphia, man. Put your hands together. Dope Dealer Podcast welcomes Chris Jarell. He's here.
Welcome.
What's
up?
Dope Dealer Podcast. Glad to have you.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Talk to the mic. Make sure you can take the mic with you too.
I can take the mic with me?
Yeah, just make sure you talk.
So singing and shit.
Yeah, there you go.
So the people can hear you. You can take it with you, or you can have it up here.
Right.
Just, Now, see, I know him as Chillrell.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, when
How
he
do you
first
get that
started,
name?
he was Chillrell.
Oh, okay. Now you use your real name.
official
Right.
Chillrell.
We all start with the goofy name at
Lil
first,
Kev
man.
the Bastard.
Chillrell.
We all start with the goofy name.
Little Kev the Bastard. Did you know that was Kev's first name?
I seen that.
Little
I forget where I
Kev the
seen that.
Bastard,
I think that was like one of his specials. You talked about that before.
Yeah.
The special started, but yeah, I heard about that.
So what's up, man? Welcome to the show, man.
What's up, man? I'm here.
Yeah, When did you go from Chirell to Chris Jarell?
Yo, as soon as I went to New York,
Oh,
as soon as I went to New York, they was like, "Yo,
That's what I was about to
that's
say.
not really gonna fly here."
I was gonna say, did you come
Yeah.
up with it, or did somebody give you some advice?
No, I can't. Well,
I mean, when you got to New York, did they give you advice?
oh yeah, they gave me advice. They definitely gave me
changed that
advice. They
shit
was
up,
like,
yeah.
"You want to be like a serious comic, or you just want to like be like gimmicky and shit?" I was like, "Nah, man, I want to do this shit. I want to be like a real actor, entertainer." He was
Yeah.
like, "Well, what name do you know that people go by one name?" I was like, I said, "You right." I said, "Yeah." He's like, "What you gonna put on your SAG card? You gonna put Chill Rail on your SAG card?" I was like, "That's a good point. That's a good point."
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go by my whole name, and I went by Chris.
I mean, but it's only a few people who could get away with that, and and be successful,
Right,
like
right.
Earthquake, and
right? But those people, like, they did it in a whole nother, a whole nother lane. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and at a different time.
You're not guaranteed to shoot that 7-Eleven like that. You gotta be able to.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
So you been doing what part of Philly you from?
Well, I'm actually, I was born in Chester.
Okay,
And
you're
I
from
was raised in Northeast.
Okay.
And I went to school in Southwest Philadelphia.
Chester,
I went to Evelyn Grace Christian Academy.
Chester ball players come out of Chester, Toby. Jameer
Right.
Nelson, the Rondé Hollister.
What's his name? Jones?
Oh,
Kevin
Derek-
Jones. No,
Kev-
Kevin Jones.
Kevin Jones, yeah.
He played. He
Yeah,
played.
Jameer.
Jameer Nelson come out of there. Yeah, that's where they come from, man. So listen, man, let's take it from the top. Let's take it from the. We always like this when we bring comics on here, man. We like to start with the genesis of it, man.
What up?
So, all right, how did you? What day? You woke up one day, decided to become a comedian. How did that all come about, man?
All right, yo, it's crazy how the whole thing started. This is a good story. All right, so I was working. I had went on the suburbs of Philly to go look for a job, right? So I was bagging groceries at like 19, like at Acme, right? And I went to Media PA.
I know Media, yeah.
I would take the SEPTA bus right out to Media and go work. Because I was staying with my aunt in Northeast near Frankfurt Terminal at the time. But I would take this bus and I would go work. So I was working, and they told me when I signed up, they was like, "Yo, you're so funny. You're so funny. You should try comedy. You should try comedy." I was like,
You were young.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I think I was maybe 18. I think I didn't even know that like you could like really be a comedian at first, right? And they was like, "Yo, you should do comedy. You should try it." So like I think I looked it up when I went home. No, that's not what happened first. Actually, they told me Wanda Sykes shops here. Wanda Sykes shops here, and I was just like, I said, "Word?" I said, "Crazy." She's like, "She doesn't come in that often, but when she does, she's like real cool about it." I was like, "All right, bet." So I was like, they kept telling me that, I would be joking around, like pushing the carts, just all type of shit. Like I was a goofy nigga.
You
right?
shit, waiting on Wanda to come through.
Right,
Acting a fool now.
I
Yeah.
was,
Oh
like,
shit, Wanda coming through.
Right. So I was like, all right, bet. And then one day she came through.
Wow.
She came through, and I was like, oh shit. I said, she's right here. I said, that's crazy. So I was being all like stalkerish and shit like that, like just cleaning up shit in her aisle and shit like that. You know how they do to us when they think we gonna steal and shit?
Yeah.
Right. Like I was doing that to her, but like I was like, oh shit. Like I've never been this close to the celebrity for like that. So I was like cleaning up shit, and then she looked at me and I was just like this, and she laughed and shit.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that when she got to the aisle, when she got the groceries, I was being a fucking weirdo. I was like, I'm gonna bag of groceries. I was like, nah, man, I got this. You go ahead and you go take it. I was like, I want to talk to her.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You should.
Yeah, so I wanted to start talking to her. I was like, yo, they keep saying I'm funny or whatever. You should you think I'm funny, like or whatever. Like she was like, yeah, you got the charisma. You got certain energy about you, whatever. And I was just like, I forget. I said some joke to her about like why she shopping at Acme and not like a better store or whatever, and she laughed.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, and then she laughed, and she told me, she actually pulled me to the side. She started telling me stories about Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, they all from D.C.
She told me she used to sneak Dave Chappelle into like bars so he could do comedy when he was like 14.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And I was like, dang, that's crazy. I was like, that's crazy. So I'm sitting there having this conversation with her, and so I was like,
so how long did she talk to you?
She talked to me for a minute. She talked to me for probably like 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, because she could have just walked off.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
now I'm out.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But nah, she talked to me for a minute. She stopped and talked to me. And I was like, yeah, you should try it. And just when you start, just keep going. I was like, all right, bet. The next day, I Googled open mics or whatever. I was like, how do you start comedy? And then, like, Wikipedia was, like, looking up some shit. And it was like, you should start by open mics. And I was like, Philadelphia open mics. and I found a Laugh House.
Yeah,
And
man.
so I came down to the Laugh House.
So all this happened the next day.
Nah, this was like probably like 2 days later.
Oh, okay. So you
It was probably like a Monday.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Wednesday,
You went right into it. That's what I'm making sure.
I was like, yeah, let me fuck it. I'm gonna go.
That's
'Cause
when
I
Laugh
owe-
House
yeah.
was. That's when Laugh House
Yeah,
was the capital of comedy
Yup.
in Philadelphia. So
Yup.
you go down to the Laugh House.
What happened when you get there? What happened?
All right, so I looked it up and I went down. I went down and I Googled. You got to call in, so I call in, and
you didn't even know what to say.
no, you ain't call in. You had to go there. You had to stand in line. Remember that?
Yeah,
You had to go there and stand in line. I go there and stand in line. Yo, first day, Mr. Rod did not like me, yo. Straight up, the first day, Mr.
But
Rod
he-
did not
he
like.
don't like nobody.
Yo, he's about to kick me out.
Yeah.
He's about to kick me out. And I call her my mama to this day. The first one who like saved me or whatever was Chrissy. She was doing
Chrissy,
the
yeah.
window.
Yeah.
She was doing the
Chrissy's,
window.
Miss
Yeah.
Mona, who's Mr. Rod's wife. That was her daughter.
Yeah,
Right. It wasn't
I
Mr.
remember.
Rod's daughter. It was Mona's
Yes.
daughter. Yeah.
Right. So I go there and Chrissy, I pulled out my ID. She's like, "You need ID." She like ended up was like, "No, he good." He was talking to me a little bit. I was like, "All right, bet." She's like, "Give me your ID." Like I was like, I give her my ID. We got the same birthday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we got the same birthday.
Yo.
And from then on, we was like OD cool. We was OD cool. And
That's
so
what's
she was
up.
like, she signed me up or whatever. And I remember Wid called my name, and I did my first.
The
like,
legendary
the
Wid.
legendary Wid.
Wid was basically what's the comedian that got popular doing his act? He's real popular. He works out of Vegas.
With the props and shit.
Yeah, with the props. He does the props.
Carrot Top?
No,
Wid
not
was,
Carrot Top.
No, Carrot Top. No,
You
that's
Carrot
him.
Top?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Wid was Carrot Top before Carrot Top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the legendary Wid. I forgot
And,
all about Wid. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long was the first set?
It was like, I think it was like 5 minutes. You get like
Yeah,
5
yeah.
minutes or whatever. Yeah.
So I
did, like,
mean, when you was on your way down there
Oh,
and that
yeah.
day up, like what was you thinking you was gonna say?
Yo,
Like
you know
what
it's
was your mental
You
plan?
know what's crazy? I was on the way down. I swear to God, I was on the way down. I was catching the bus from Upper Darby because my dad was staying in Upper Darby. So I was bouncing back and forth between Northeast and Upper Darby. So I was taking the train to the what's the station? 69th Street.
Yeah.
I was taking the L train, not the L train, but the trolley to 69th
69th
Street.
Street, then take the L downtown.
Right, and take the L downtown. So I was like, I'm sitting there riding. I'm going down. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be dope. I'm going to a fucking comedy club. I'm gonna try to do this shit, right? And I was like, I ain't got no jokes.
Damn.
I was like, I ain't got no jokes. I was like, oh shit, like what have I been saying that people have been laughing to and shit like that? I was just thinking of some shit. So you know how that first one go. That first one was like
Rough.
I got laughs
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I got laughs though.
Mhm.
But I think it was just off like my physicality
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
But like I ain't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was just literally doing shit about what I see or what I felt, like the train and shit like that. Just period. Just
So
stupid
after
shit.
that first time, how did you go regroup? Like what was your mental then? Like how did you think? Okay,
Oh, man,
I
this is
know
great.
I
This
didn't
is so great.
prepare.
This is-
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do from now on.
This
Like
is-
here's
this
what I'm gonna
is-
start to do.
This is so great right now. All right, so my first time off stage, after I get off stage, like a bunch of comics was there, but like he was like, yeah, you did good, whatever. I was like, all right, but there was only one comic that actually pulled me to the side and like dug into my shit and was trying to get me better, and that was motherfucking Chris Cotton.
Chris Cotton. Shout out. Rest in peace to Chris Cotton.
Rest in peace, Chris Cotton. It was
Yeah.
motherfucking Chris Cotton. Cause I was telling jokes about like me and my girl going to restaurants and I look too young, and like I'm trying to be a grown ass man and they hand me the crayons and shit like that. Like, cause I looked way younger back then. That was like 10 years ago. So I was like, Chris Cotton, he pulled me aside. He's like, nah, man, he said, you gotta do it like this. You know what I'm saying? And take it like that. He's like, he's like, you got good material. You got good material, but you gotta do it like this. I was like, all right, bet. And then like from then, like me and Chris, we was like OD cool. Like,
Oh,
we
that's
was
what's
OD
up.
cool, yeah.
All right, so you are you doing okay? You're on the Philly scene, doing the. So how long was you doing comedy in Philly before you decided to go to New York, and how did that decision come about? Because that's a big decision.
Yeah.
To leave your nest, leave what we know.
All right, so like a lot of people didn't even know. Like after like a couple years, I think like me and my dad, we had gotten into an argument. You know, you get into this time of your life or whatever. It'd be 2 men in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? You not my dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm 19, 18. I'm like, yo, man, I got my own ideas too. You know what I'm saying? And your dad be like, you know, all that freedom come on the other side of my door. And you like, but nigga, I'm paying rent, so we roommates, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it got weird. It got weird. So me and my dad, we ended up like scrapping, like on some stupid shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we scrapping over some
damn.
stupid shit. Yeah, it was crazy.
You tripped out.
Right. And then I stayed. He kicked me out. Whatever. He was like, "Yeah, you got to go." I was like, "All right, bet."
You lucky he just kicked you out. Lucky he didn't Marvin Gaye your ass.
What?
Yeah,
Nah, man, straight up, man. But it was like So I stayed with my aunt, and then I was like bouncing. I was really bouncing around at that time. So I was just like, I was with my girl, and my girl was going to college, and I was like, man, shit, I ain't got nowhere else to be. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go to college too. So I went up to Lancaster, PA. I went to Thaddeus Stevens for free.
Whoa.
Right. So I was like, oh, I can go there for free. I said, bet. Like, I ain't got shit else to do. So I left the comedy scene for a while. So I was just doing that, like studying plumbing. I was like half an hour down the street from her school. She went to Millersville. And I was like, all right, fuck it. So I was just doing comedy, like, when I could. Like, I come back home, I get on stage or whatever. And then one time, Hawk, Lawrence came up to do a show at Millersville.
Yeah.
He came up to do a show at Millersville.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, let me get on, man. Let me get on. I'm thinking I'm about to be the shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to be the big man on campus. This is easy. You know what I'm saying? My girl in the crowd, this about to be easy. They already say I'm funny. I keep telling them I do comedy.
Yeah.
They don't believe me. I was at the laugh house.
Shit.
I said, yo, this is going to be easy. He come up here, yo, nigga.
You get the bell for going.
You thought it was too easy.
Nigga, I ate it. Like, they didn't boo me. They just
looked at
They just looked at me. I feel like they had this much respect not to boo.
Yeah.
They was just like, nigga, what you doing? Like, I was like, oh, fuck. Man, that was awkward, man.
What your girl say?
Huh? she ain't give me no Marauder points for like 2 weeks, man. I couldn't go to the lunchroom. She ain't wanna bring me around to friends and shit.
Hilarious.
You know that little swipe card you get the lunch? Yeah. I was like, yo, babe, let me get some. She's like, I ain't got enough this week. I was like,
Hilarious.
Damn. Yeah, you hadn't built up no equity.
nah, man. So
You was
I know
talking
Killer
big
Brew got. I
shit.
know Killer Brew got on you.
Yo, that shit was, oh my God, that shit was awful, man. But it was a learning experience, man. So I was just like, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna go back to the laugh house a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Cause the nigga was rusty. And so then I was in college, and then I was like, all right, bet. I dropped out. It wasn't for me. I was studying plumbing, bro. It was a technical school.
Yeah, you don't look like a plumber.
Yeah, man. Can you imagine me as a plumber, man?
I can't. You don't even look like you can carry all the equipment, nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
I
how
be in the
you
vans.
gonna-
I'm like, yo, you mind come out and give me some help real quick?
Yeah, the ladies had to help you and shit.
I mean, I want to lay some pipe, but you gotta help me. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So I dropped out, man. I dropped out, and then I think I had dropped out, and my mom was. Moved in with my mom, but she only had a 1-bedroom. Nigga, I'm out of school. You know how black parents do.
Yeah.
Once you out, they out. You know what I'm saying? They get a studio party and make sure you don't come back. They change their dresses and shit.
Once you turn 18,
You got to go.
It's a wrap.
You know, black people the only people that really do that.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I'm starting to learn other cultures and shit. I got Jewish friends.
They
They let their kids stay as long as they need to get their credit right, their fucking money right, all type of shit.
Filipino
Yeah,
families.
They stay like 8 people. They all work. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, we the only people.
Yeah,
that
we
keep-
can't do that, man.
Nah.
Niggas would be arguing and fighting.
Yeah,
and-
oh yeah.
I mean,
That's
look, you and your dad fought. So what you think
Exactly, I
you
was
and the rest of
19,
the
you know what I'm
family
saying?
gonna do?
See, I let you
They
a
gonna,
year
y'all gonna
pass
fight
the
too.
threshold. This will happen.
Y'all gonna fight too. Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
yeah, that's true though.
It is. It really is. So I was just like, all right, bet. So I had left that. And I was just I think I had went back to my mom. My mom had went to go study abroad. She's taking care of her life now. So I was on my ass again.
And it's just you. You have any siblings?
No, bro, I'm the only child.
Oh, so you're the only child.
Yeah, I'm the only
Okay.
child.
Yeah,
I'm
your
the
mom was
only
like,
child.
"You out? I'm out." I'm
Right,
out.
right. They ain't waiting for nobody. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They out. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, fuck. I was like, okay. So then I ended up getting one of my mentors from like school, whatever, right? And he was like, look, we got this program. He said, you can get a grant scholarship as long as you go back to school through the program. I said, all right, bet. I said, bet. He said, 3 people to a house. We're gonna pay it off for the whole year. All y'all got to do is go to school. So I went to community college, studied broadcast journalism.
Right. Perfect.
Fuck that. No, I ain't want to go to school. I was like this. I dropped out again.
Damn.
I dropped out again. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
this
you
ain't
was
what-
doing a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
bro, I
But the
was.
good thing about shit, you wasn't committing no crimes.
No,
Go ahead,
no.
yeah.
So I was like, all right, bet. I dropped out again. I was like, dang, this time I was like, nah, I had a car. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go chase my dream. Cause the whole time, all my teachers was finding me funny. They was like, yeah, you don't need to be here. Like, you should be like trying to like be on TV somewhere. You hilarious. I was just like, word. So I go up to New York, right? I think within like the first 2 years, I end up booking a gig with BET, doing the shit I went to school for at community college, broadcast journalism.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I'm right. Ever since then, I ain't never stopped, yeah. I ain't never
Hit
stopped.
the bell for that.
Wow, yeah, damn. That was a hell of a journey.
Yeah.
That wasn't even
Like,
it. dog.
damn, yeah. You stayed a lot of places in a short period of time.
Bruh, it
God
was
damn.
real.
It's
It was
real.
real.
The struggle is real,
Yeah.
man. When you got a dream, man, you
Hell
just
yeah.
sometimes you gotta bang like that. So all right, so you get up to New York, you're auditioning.
My first time in New York was fucked up.
Go ahead, tell us about that.
Yo, I went to a comedy show. I went to a comedy show with Rip Michaels. It was Spanky Hayes.
Shout out to Rip, shout out to Spanky.
Jimmy Martinez. I seen a whole bunch of people, and I went to this comedy show. Yo, first comedy show I ever did. And like I'm just harassing people. I'm like, yo, can I get on? Yo, can I get on? I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody. I'm like, yo, can I get on? Can I get on? Can I get on? It was like, yeah, man, you can get on, whatever. Capone, it's Capone's show.
Yeah.
He got an arena in New York City, right? We so late, Capone had to go up, but everybody else still had to go because you can't just cut the comedy show off.
Right.
Nigga, I went on. Nigga, that was the first time I ever got booed.
Yeah, New York don't play that.
Nigga, this is 2013. This is my first time coming from Philly.
Hold on, so you got booed your first show in New York?
Nigga, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
New York
Damn.
don't play that.
No, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, the chance of it happening the very first show is, woo.
No,
yeah.
bro, listen, the very first show I came up to New York, I got booed, yo. I came up, and I was like, all right, bet. Like, let me sit here and like try to get on, do my thing. I ain't never got booed in Philly. I was always funny.
Right.
Never got booed. So I go up to New York thinking all my shit gonna work. No, bro.
Oh, damn.
No, bro.
Yeah, that's fucked up because you didn't even get one good set
I
in,
ain't
then
get-
had a
nah,
bad one.
man,
See, then
you
it's a
didn't-
little easier to take.
Right, I could have been at home with Clorox in the closet.
I
ready to
mean,
end
that's
it,
like
man,
when
you
I
know?
mean that's how Tyson felt when he got knocked out by Holyfield. You know,
That was his first time.
Yeah.
His first fight. His first big fight.
First knockout, right?
No. Buster Douglas.
Yeah, I mean that's what I meant to say,
Yeah,
Buster
Buster
Douglas.
But he won first though a bunch of times.
Yeah, he
exactly.
was.
So
That's
he
what
put
I'm
that-
saying.
He couldn't be Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson we know
Yeah.
if he got knocked out the first time we seen him. You know what I'm saying?
But no, I'm saying the feelings were the same.
yeah.
That first, I can imagine first show.
Hell yeah.
And you done already drove there. You committed to
Right.
stand. Mom's gone. You can't go back to pop.
I'm in the car like,
Nigga,
man.
and you bomb.
Exactly, dog. Now you getting up. Now you
Oh, I totally
yes.
get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm like, man, I'm about to go home. I'm like, where? No, like shit. Yo, it was real.
So you persevered, man,
Hell
and
yeah.
been doing big things. Let's talk about one of my favorite episodes of Atlanta. A lot of people's favorite episodes, man, of Atlanta that you was on, man. Benny Hope.
Benny Hope.
Benny Hope. Tell us how did that?
Benny.
First thing tell us how did that come about? How the audition process, and then did you know that episode was going to be that iconic?
No, yo, I had no idea. I had no idea because Donald Glover actually kept that whole thing a secret. Like he puzzled it together.
Yo,
He was on some pimp shit. Just
so you
like,
ain't see the whole they ain't give you like the full script of
No,
it. Okay.
they was just like need person to do this, and that. I was like, I can do that. Fuck
Right.
it. I was like, this is Atlanta. I don't know how it's gonna be used, but I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, all right, bet. So I auditioned. I booked it. And then like you ain't know shit. Like
Right.
they put me in all type of different costumes. They doing all different types of different hair.
Yeah.
I had a fro. I had a crop top. I had some Michael Jackson garb on me.
Damn.
Meanwhile, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm just
you-
doing what they asked
You
me
just
to do.
you have no idea how it's
Because
gonna
that's how pimp that shit was. That
Yeah.
shit was dope. He was just like, yeah, you just do this part, you do this part. Like nobody knows what everybody else is doing. You just gotta do your job.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like put it together. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, oh shit.
Now that was you at the end. You were the one who
No,
shot yourself.
that was not me.
That was not you.
That was not me.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
stunt- it was a stunt double.
It was a stunt double.
It was a
Okay,
stunt
okay.
double.
All right. Yo, so it comes out now. Now you see it and the
Bro.
response.
I was tripped. Like I'm glad that was the first time I ever seen TV run something without commercials, number one, and two, run it back to back to back to back.
Yeah,
to
they
back.
did. Yeah,
They ran it back 6 times, no commercials.
The whole episode, you mean?
The whole episode is like what is it, like an hour?
So I mean, they
Half
ran
an hour?
ran it 6 times back to back.
Yeah,
Wow.
6 times back to back, and it has no commercials. Like they have no commercials during that episode. That was only one of the only episodes on TV.
Yeah.
Not one of the only. It was very few episodes on TV that do no commercials.
Yeah.
So it was
We
just
know
like,
that.
So it was one of those things, and I'm watching this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, that's just crazy. I was like, yo, this is wild. Like
No, go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
he put it together. And I was just like, wow, like that's me. I was like, yo, this is a crazy episode. I was like, this is one of them episodes that's probably gonna be something, and then it just was.
So what was the feedback from the people?
Yo, it was my smallest speaking role, bro, but I got the most buzz from it. Like Comedy Hype hit me up and was like, yo, can we do an interview? I was like, for that? I was like, I ain't talk, right? It was like, he's like, nah, man, that was dope. I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, that shit was crazy.
That's what's up, man. And then that bounced into Wu Tang on Hulu.
Yeah,
I know you did stuff,
Yeah.
I mean, Brotherly Love with.
That was before that.
Yeah, that was before that. The breaks, but let's talk about Wu Tang on Hulu. How did that come about?
Wu Tang, same thing. Our agent sent me on an audition. I actually went in for like 5 different characters. They liked me. They was just trying to like
find out.
I went in for ODB. I went in for I believe a couple other dudes. I forget.
You
which one.
got Master Killer. Who else?
Nah, I think I went.
Deck.
I auditioned for Ghostface.
Ghostface.
I auditioned for that. I auditioned for so Ghostface, ODB, and I didn't get that. But everybody who got it was spot on. Who was supposed to have that? The one dude actually for ODB, he's from North Philly.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
TJ Adams, he's from North Philly.
Okay.
Shout out TJ.
Okay, shout out. Yeah, man. When you go on these auditions, what's your process? Are you nervous, or how do you get yourself together for these?
I don't know, man. I stopped being nervous after a while, and you just start like, I don't know. It's kind of like, this was kind of like natural to me. Like I never really went to a school. I studied, but like I booked Brotherly Love like straight off the street basically. So it was just like, I don't know. I feel like comedians, like we natural actors a little bit. You know what I mean? So, so I don't know. Like I don't get nervous anymore. It's just kind of like, I played football, so I just look at everything like
you played football?
Damn.
What position you
Damn.
cornerback?
Where?
I played wide receiver.
You was wide
Where?
receiver. Okay,
He said where? He said they allowed you to play? Like
No,
weight limit? Like
yeah.
Well, I figured wide receiver, cornerback. I figured.
Nah,
I figured you ain't down there on the line.
Nah. I keep myself out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now you out here in LA. Welcome to LA, man.
Thank you.
You out here now. Just something had just happened to you.
Oh,
Fresh out here, man.
Yo, listen. So, all right, I didn't know they still had racism out in LA. I just thought it was all sunshine and happiness, and like everybody was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the way people. It is for the most part,
Right?
but it's some nonsense sometimes.
I don't even think this dude was racist. I think he was just fucking crazy. I think he was crazy. Like I literally got on a bus. I got on a bus to come over here or whatever. I was in Santa Monica. I was like, all right, bet. Like it's right down the street. Bus is right here. Let me just hop on and catch it. So I hop on and catch it. Yo, this white guy comes on, older white guy, comes and sit next down to me. And I'm like listening to a video out loud, right? And he's like eating.
You ain't got no earphones?
Yeah.
No, that's what he said, right?
Yeah. Well, I agree with him on that.
But wait, he was wrong too, because this dude was sitting here eating hummus, right? And he came up to me, he was like, he said, yeah, you're supposed to have headphones on for that. You know, the sign says no music out loud. I was like, the sign also said no eating. He was like, oh shit, you're right. he's like, oh shit, you're right. So I stopped him right there, right? And then he took it further, right? He took it further. He was like, what are you doing in West Hollywood? He's like, not too many people are your type down here, but we appreciate you anyway.
Damn.
I said, what'd you say to me?
So you was in West Hollywood. He might have been talking about.
He was talking about gay.
He was talking about you straight.
Nah.
Because West Hollywood is a lot of homosexuals, so he may have been thinking. He said it's not too many of you, so he thinking straight dudes.
Nah, bro.
Oh, you gonna
Oh, he meant black. He didn't mean straight.
You can always listen. I'm an actor. I can hear subtext.
Okay, you hear it.
I know what you're saying
right.
with the line, bro. He's like, I said, yo, my man. I said, what you say to me? He said, oh no. He said, you know, West Hollywood. I don't really see too many of you out here. I was like. I said, yo, bro, man, stop talking to me. I'm going to do you a favor. You're going to stop talking to me right now. It's going to be a situation. He was like, oh, all right. I was like, yo, this shit's crazy.
Damn.
I was like, yo, what is wrong with this dude? But he was crazy because he, like, everybody that got on the bus, he used to have a crazy interaction with. like the lady got on the bus with the kids. He's like, yeah, stop having kids. That's not fair. They're not gonna be able to grow up. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, he's crazy.
Well, oh yeah, he was
He's
crazy.
not even
then.
racist. He's just crazy. He just want to say shit for a reaction.
And speaking of crazy, I was just blown away seeing Delonte West and all the comments and people, making fun of it. I didn't mean, speaking of crazy, that was a great way to go into it. But, people making fun of him in this situation. I mean, this is not funny at all. He's just basically, he's mentally ill. He's mentally ill.
He's in the street just.
So it was good to see that Jameer Nelson and his old college coach, they trying to get some people together to see if they can help him. But, I guess he obviously had family that tried to help him. And
now they saying, I don't know if this is a rumor or I just saw a report where LeBron told his agent, Rich Paul, to go get him and bring him to L.A. Like, I've seen that.
I mean, that would be hard for me to believe after what took place.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up.
I've seen people. Because people were making jokes on Twitter talking about, LeBron, get your dad and all that old crazy shit.
Yo, this is crazy.
That's what.
So I mean, that mental health is a real issue, and his situation is not funny at all. I mean, it's not funny at all.
So what's going on with him? Is he like?
He's mentally ill. He's homeless.
I'll bring up the video.
He's homeless.
Let me see the video.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
I seen that, like the news titles and stuff like that, and memes going up.
Yeah. Before I'm gonna get the video, but while I do that, because I don't want to forget this question I got. I was looking at this interview you did on that you had posted on your Instagram page. Now what you talking about? You want the suit? You want to bring the suit game back?
Yo, I do, yo.
Yeah, tell us about that. What the young cat?
Suit game?
But exactly though. But see, when you see
on a daily basis,
not a daily basis, but on a more frequent basis, like you go to a club and it just be niggas in suits, like that'd be fly, yo. That'd be like bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody go in the club, they got their shit on, but like.
I remember my uncle used to wear a suit every day.
Right.
Even after he retired, he'd get up, put his suit on just to sit in the front room.
Right.
Uncle
You know
Austin.
But I'm just saying though, like tell me that wouldn't be fly if niggas just started all wearing suits again, like on some old school shit.
I mean, in a lot of places they still do that. It ain't never really went away. You just ain't been around it.
Oh, so I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of places.
Untraveled.
No, a lot of places they still. I mean, even in California, it's old cats that do that right now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying old cats. But what if you went to like a club and you just seen a bunch of young niggas in suits and like shorties dressing up? Like that's the new way, cause everything come back.
Yeah.
The niggas was wearing the high top fades with the part in it. You know what I'm saying? They started doing that again. And then like a bunch of other shit, like they started bringing a lot of old school shit back. So I'm like, what if we brought it back? Cause I was watching Kings of Comedy. I'm like, yo, this niggas always wore suits.
So when did you start thinking of this?
What thinking of that? I don't know. It was just random.
How many suits have you got since you thought of it?
I ain't got that many. I got like 3. But when I do my comedy shit, I started like putting on a suit.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Like, my last show, I did it in a suit for my birthday. Like I could have done it like regular shit, but I'm like, nah.
So I got the Delonte.
Oh shit. Damn.
Yeah, he fucked up. Damn. And there's another video of him getting beat up. I don't even want to show you that. I guess this happened afterwards. I guess the guy beat him up. This is after. So as I was looking at that, Toby, a couple things just happened. The cop who recorded that video has been suspended. I guess a cop recorded it and sent it out.
Yeah, he ain't supposed to be doing that on the job. This privacy.
So that cop has been suspended, and I'm gonna try to get the LeBron James what they.
I didn't even think the police. I didn't know who recorded. I mean, what policeman? Well,
that's
no better than that.
Talking to him.
But I didn't think he was recording.
That could have been a bystander or some shit.
Yeah, I didn't know he was recording. He put it out.
Up.
Yeah. So a lot of people reporting LeBron James told Maverick Carter to try to get Delonte West to Los Angeles so he can help him. So. Dang. This is what's being reported at a lot of places. So I'm not sure if it's true or not, but we just our prayers out to.
Well, I mean, if LeBron, if he legitimately wants to do that and wants to try to help him, then I mean that's really I really appreciate that. I mean that's a real stand up thing to do. After the scandal and everything. But I mean, shit, maybe his mama said help him too.
Nah, but you know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's like I feel like that I didn't even know.
And
that.
maybe, you know what? Maybe LeBron feel guilty because I mean, from every NBA, I mean, all people around the NBA believe that LeBron got him out the league, got him blackballed
For what?
for sleeping with his mother.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
we
yeah,
heard
that's-
that, but
yeah.
like I remember that.
Yeah, so they feel like he got him blackballed. So shit, maybe he should help.
Yeah, our prayers up to him. And
Damn.
it's crazy because in this comedy game, you know, I'm 20 years. We've actually seen some comics go through this situation. Like some comics
Yeah.
lose their mind and
Shit, I done damn near lost my mind,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Shit,
Dope
Right.
Dealer podcast, man.
shit.
Rel, one thing, that's right, Chris Jarell. I want to
No, I still
Co-
go by real. I still go by real.
let's talk about the underdogs of comedy, the
Nah,
underdog comedy. What is-
Underdog Comedy Jam.
yeah, tell us about that.
The
man.
Underdog Comedy Jam, man. It was something I created in New York. Basically, I did my first show, and I remember I was like, "Yo, you know what? I want to do my own show, and I got my own ideas. I got my own stuff that I think is dope, and I want my own lineups that I think is dope." So I did my first show, and I produced it. Like I had it look like a little TV show. And I'm actually working on trying to get it bigger right now. In LA with a guy. But I had an idea, and I was like, you know, my first show, I basically made it like all of my old school open micers from Philly. So it was Dave Temple.
Oh, shout out to Dave Temple.
It was Monroe Martin,
Monroe,
Jonas.
yeah.
It was
So they all came to New York
Yeah.
to do it.
Some
yeah,
of them
that's
live in
good.
New York.
no, some
Oh,
of them,
okay.
they basically all of them live in New York.
Oh, okay. They
I had
live there now.
Anthony Moore on the
Yeah,
first
shout
show.
out to Anthony Moore.
I had who else did I have?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm seeing. I like the suit you had on.
Yeah, see that? That was the old school young nigga shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
Drew
saying?
Frazier had OG Drew Frazier come out.
Yeah, he headlined. I had him. That was my last show. I did that for my
Okay.
birthday. I had Eva Evans. I had Paul Elias. I had Drew Frazier, and I had Nico White. And I hosted it. So it was all dope. Yeah. But I think what was I saying? I was saying something.
But the
weed that
show
got to
you're
me.
gonna think.
Yeah,
you
you
wanna
said
do
that
the
idea.
The idea.
So basically I basically made it like just like a old school open mic because I just wanted that feel back again. But everybody just way nicer now. So it was just like it was dope. I think I always put Philly Cats on. I think I put Philly Cat on every show.
That's what's up.
I Philly Cat on every
As
show.
you should.
I put Derek on the last one, the one after that one, and then this last one. Who did I put on? Did I have anybody from Philly? I think last one I didn't have anybody from Philly.
What you got coming up? What is this Crown Vic I'm seeing?
Oh, Crown Vic came out in November, man.
Oh, it already came out,
Yeah,
okay.
it's on DVD right now. It was I played a meth head.
Oh,
I played a
damn.
meth head.
A black meth head. Damn.
Yeah. Right, that was
Man,
different.
it ain't a lot of those.
Right.
Well, it is, but
No,
just
yeah, it is.
not
you
a.
go to Vegas, it is.
Yeah,
it's-
yeah,
that-
certain spots I should
Yeah,
say.
nah, that's
is these them twins?
But that ain't common. We
Yeah.
don't. Black people, we don't want to do really. We
Claremont
don't want
twins.
to do
Well,
meth.
how can you say that we do crack? It's,
But I'm saying meth is different
you
though.
gotta have a lot of equipment to do meth.
And then, motherfucker could just, niggas don't, what black people don't want to stay up for 8 days and 2 weeks. I know white people say, man, I was up for 3 weeks. I mean, man, we got shit. We got bills and issues and shit. We want to do something to put our ass to sleep, not be up for weeks.
But I don't think crack puts you to sleep, bro. I've never done it. I'm not a tested user, but I'm just saying.
But
I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying, that people,
from what I've seen.
yeah, it ain't like that, but it ain't, motherfuckers don't stay up for weeks like they do with the meth and shit.
Nah, they just stay up for a couple days and still shit.
Yeah.
You know these chicks, the Claremont twins. I see you got.
I did a movie with them.
Well, yeah, one is in jail.
Yeah, we like literally during the movie like filming.
You know,
The shit was like I was like, well, where's the other one?
well, yeah, one is in jail. Because this was a dude bought her. So she was selling. Dude, they got the text messages. Dude hit her up, get some pussy for like $400, $300. It wasn't for that much.
I didn't know what happened.
So she went to the dude hotel. I guess it was maybe a regular.
Okay, so
guy.
she's shooting a movie and selling pussy.
Well,
Go
I
ahead.
don't know if it was
Go
time she
ahead.
was shooting the movie, but she go in the.
He
hotel-
said she was shooting the
Oh,
movie.
So the cops show you the text message where he said they agreed on like $300 or
Whatever it
$400
was.
or something like that. So they in there. Dude is an older dude. I guess they snorting coke, fucking. This nigga have a heart attack, die right there. She don't even call the cops or nothing. She take his credit card, just jet. and using his credit card to pay her rent, go shopping sprees. Now,
Dang.
mind you,
She was that fucking dumb.
mind
Damn.
you,
That's
he's
crazy.
dead in the room. Nobody even knows. So I mean, they found him the next day. The maid,
Yeah.
Still,
come
I
in there,
still don't know this story. I'm
find-
learning
yeah,
now.
Find him dead. So they just think they see the cocaine. They
Oh,
just
shit.
think, okay, he had a heart, which he did have a heart attack. They
Yeah,
don't
she
think
didn't
nothing
kill
of-
him,
yeah.
and that, but she just left him.
The only reason they came months later, his family, I guess he was a rich dude. His family did an audit of his
Expenses.
money. They
Yeah,
did
what
an
happened?
audit, and they was realizing that somebody is still using his card. The motherfucker been dead for months. Who the fuck is using his card?
Oh,
and they
shit.
reported to the cops, and that's how they backtracked that she was actually in the room with him. That she only got a year in jail. A lot of people thought she should have got more, but I mean it is. Yeah, I saw you. Picture
Yeah,
of
that's
my
crazy
TV.
story.
Made
Yeah,
me
I
think
ain't know.
that's
I didn't know that. I heard something and I was like, I know that was in some shit. but
Damn,
like,
she
yeah,
was
I
in the
just-
movie and selling pussy at the same time.
And the
wow.
thing about them, I guess they was on a Bad Girls Club, and they thing was they talked down to bitches and you bum ass bitches, y'all. That's what was they thing. And they was like, and then people were like, well, you selling pussy for $300. You talk on the show, on the TV show, y'all talk like y'all them bitches. And you
Yeah,
selling pussy for
$300?
Yeah. that's-
So yeah,
Damn.
I know. I don't mean.
Look,
to,
he think he's like, look,
Yeah, this
he's
is
doing
some
math in his
low
head, man.
class
He ain't
bitch.
shit, yo.
$300
hey,
Look, he looking at what bills he can move over and shit. He ain't shit, man.
to a rich
guy.
motherfucker? He had cocaine, all that, and she only charged a motherfucker $300.
so Rel, you out here now in L.A., man?
Yeah, man.
What's your plans? Is it like some directors you want to work with, man? Or
How
it's
long you
like
been in town?
6 days.
It's some projects that you.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yeah.
know,
6 days.
What's
Dope
some of
Dealer
your-
Podcast. You
Yeah.
fresh. You right
Fresh,
in.
fresh. I told
What's
you.
some of
That's
your
what-
goals, man? Like out here, is there some like directors you want to work with, or like a project I would love to get on that, man, or a director I want to work with, or an actor or actress I would love to work with, man? You got any?
I don't know.
Or it's
I
just
mean, I think I just want to just do dope shit, man.
Yeah.
Do dope shit. I mean,
I saw you in the picture with John Singleton.
yeah.
Rest in peace. And I saw you.
Yeah,
that was-
I actually that picture was from a black film festival. It was from a black film festival in New York, and I had auditioned for a project of his. And I was auditioning for. I auditioned for the lead, and I auditioned for like another like series regular lead, and I was going in, and that TV show was actually Snowfall.
Oh,
Came out.
okay.
So I was auditioning for Snowfall,
Oh shit.
and so I was like, I auditioned for it, and then like I had auditioned for it, and once I did it, I was like, all right, bet. Then I found out John Singleton was gonna be in town like the next day after I auditioned for it. I was like, oh no, I need to make this pitch in person. I was just like, all right, bet. So I went down. I went to go see him, and then he was showing I think Boys in the Hood in the
Okay.
Black Film Festival.
Okay.
So after that interview, I shake hands with him like, yo, what's going on, man? Blah blah blah. Whoop-de-whoop. And you know, I know like when you audition for shit, you don't really want to talk about it because
Yeah.
all that shit was private.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say stuff that only he would know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, yo, man, I auditioned for your project. He was like, what? And I was just like, I said the dude's name. He was like, oh. He's like, you know about that? I was like, yeah, man, I auditioned for it. He's like, what's your name? I was like, Chris Jarell. He was like, all right, bet. He's like, he's like, okay, cool. And he just went back to doing what he's doing. I was like, I ain't know if I was gonna get it. I didn't.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
obviously, yeah, but it's
But you in the room.
yeah,
That's the-
it was
that's
just
the
it was
key.
just
Yeah.
it was just that thinking that I was just like, you know what? Let me put a face to a name. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I know you got the headshot, but it's different when you catch my vibe. You
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
so I was just like, all right, bet. But you know, and I took a picture with him. But you know, that was that. That was like 2014, I think. That was like 2000. But Snowfall been a big hit.
Always has. Man.
I knew it was gonna be, and that's why I was just like, no, hey, I got questions. No, but nah, it was a dope. It was dope when I read it. It was dope when I read it.
So what's your you out here now, man? You got plans or what's your
Man, just book shit, man. I got
just-
an audition. I got auditions, you know, often, frequent. It's just I want to do a underdog comedy jam in LA. Like that's something that works, but I just want to take my time with it and build it up right. And I don't know. I think
Have you got on stage here yet?
No, I haven't, man. I have been on stage in LA before, but I haven't been since I've been out here. These
Oh,
6
since
days.
you've been
I'm
back?
I'm scratching and fiending.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
shit.
need
I
to-
mean, and it's a pretty good chance that niggas won't boo you this time, like when
Nah,
you first
man,
got to
nah.
New
I'm
York.
different, man. I
Yeah.
got years in now. Like, I'm confident. Even if they do, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Once you
Yeah,
get to that point, that's when you don't get booed because you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
still-
yeah.
You still can get booed.
Oh, yeah.
But you still don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, yeah, we don't give a fuck no
Right.
more.
Right.
It
nah.
didn't happen.
Yeah, it's okay.
It
Y'all,
is what it
yeah,
is.
y'all going through something today. This ain't even about me. This ain't even about me. Y'all ain't like the last nigga that came up type shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you gonna catch it too.
So I wanna just bring. I know we ain't got too much time left. I want to do this thing. I think this may be the dope of the week, and the dope of the week is, you guys know Amari Hardwick. He's the star of Power.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not the dope of the week. His wife is the dope of the week. His wife's name is Jay Hardwick. That's a picture of them together.
Oh,
I think his wife is white. I think I remember. He
yeah.
got a lot of credit. Which, anytime a black celebrity is married, they've been married for a long time.
Every time a man, black man.
right,
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Thank you for
that
Yeah,
is true.
black man.
So they've been married she knew him when he was.
Niggas
she
ain't
was
mad
with
at
him when
Lonnie.
he was broke. She was with him when he was broke and everything, and but still when he blew up, people they look at the wife like, oh, like,
Yeah.
motherfucker. So she got a lot of little slander from black women, and which was wrong. I mean, because I believe love is love. I mean,
that's his
I'm down for my
choice.
people. That's
Right.
his choice. But
That's
black
his
women
choice.
don't look at it.
And that's her choice.
that
They
way.
ain't got shit to do with the rest of us.
But she's being dragged, and she should get dragged because she put out this picture yesterday on Martin Luther King Day. And let me read. So picture them, just hugged up.
Okay.
So
She got a flat ass.
So yeah, she white. So this was her picture on the Martin Luther King. She used the quote: "I have a dream that one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls." The quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. Every day I live in knowledge and appreciation of how one person's dream can
This
affect the
nigga.
lives of countless others. Every day I live in knowledge and appreciation of how one person's dream can affect the lives of countless others. We owe it to ourselves and the rest of humanity to dream, to fight, and to stand. He did, so we can. So basically, the gist of it is, thanks Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
that I got me a black man. So a lot of people are like, that's inappropriate on Martin Luther King Day for something like that. So of
Is
course,
it?
I'd like to get your opinion.
Is
So of course, a lot of people dragging her. But I brought it up. I want y'all.
People just want to complain about shit. Yo.
Yeah.
People just want to complain about shit, and that was a good target.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
look, like, you know what? On the real, she knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing because of if you know
Wait.
her history,
Yeah.
and she's gotten
Okay.
a lot of
I don't know her
little
history.
hate from black women because she married
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Oh, so that was a dig.
That was like a little
okay.
dig.
All right, well,
Yeah.
that makes it different. See, in
Yeah.
acting, when you know the backstory, what was your moment before?
Yeah.
That go into a lot about what the next shit you about to do. And okay, that's funny.
Yeah,
but it's-
see, I mean, and then, she posted them
Okay.
all hugged up and,
Okay.
So her thing
well,
was
that makes more sense.
Dr. Martin Luther King quote was for interracial relationships, and people were like,
well, they say he was fucking some white women, so that might be true.
I mean,
They said Dr. King was fucking some white women.
so here's somebody.
Oh, you just gonna gloss over that, huh?
Listen. Well, Dr. King was fucking a lot of women.
Yeah.
So folks in Jay comment disagreed with her Martin Luther King swirl message. One commenter said, "I love you, Amari. Y'all love and Dr. King. Respectfully, because your page seems like a place we can have respectful convo. I don't believe he was speaking of interracial relationships when he said this. I'm mixed and a product of an interracial marriage, so again, no disrespect. Perhaps we all interpret things differently."
No, he was talking about jobs and communities
what he was
and
saying. We know what he was talking about.
housing and shit that niggas need.
So here's her reply. She said he didn't specifically mean interracial
this
marriage. I got the word right.
Uh,
He didn't specifically mean interracial marriage. LOL. Now she's trying to. But it is the purpose of this post to debate meaning or celebrate a phenomenal soul who moved our country forward and who fought to begin the process of equality for all. Don't lose the soul of a message because you're caught up on dissecting it. Dr. King wanted equality, which includes, but not too exclusive, being able to choose who to marry regardless of race, creed, or color. So that was kind of like her comeback. I mean, not on, you can post that any other day, not on Martin Luther King Day, and let's not use that. We know what that was about. That was a little swipe.
yeah, I didn't know the backstory.
Yeah.
She had the swiper, no swiping.
Because people, when he first blew up, and of course, when you first blow up, everybody, like, like if you blow up tomorrow, you know, everybody
They
gonna
gonna
start
start who he
who you
with.
like go
Yeah.
to one he knew you.
Man.
So when he first blew up,
I'm
you
not
know,
gonna like that shit.
people,
Well, that's what they do.
cause she actually looked good, but I know a lot of people like, oh, his wife is ugly, and you know, they made a lot of comments, like foul
Damn.
comments about, like one time he had to come to her defense on social media, like,
Yeah,
hey,
I heard about that.
yeah, like, you know, but people, it's because she's white. I mean, we know what it really is, you know, because listen, black women, a lot of y'all can be real nasty.
No, I think women, all women can be nasty. Not to be this guy, but I mean, yes and no. I think.
Oh
it's
yeah,
just,
it ain't no race
I think
thing.
no. I think they just. I literally just think they just go through more shit, and they just. I think that's a whole nother level, bro. I've been seeing this shit, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, no. I mean, it just depends. I mean, but it ain't no race thing. Yeah.
Nah, but yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we don't, yeah. So yeah, that's just she might be the dope of the week. You don't do that on Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I don't know that she definitely took a motherfucking swipe. Like,
So,
I mean,
I
I didn't know the backstory. So
why her
like,
husband ain't? Why he ain't
shit.
say
like,
nothing? Why he ain't say nothing?
Exactly, he could have put.
You know
put
what she
something
did? You know what she did? She did the version of Eddie Murphy. I got some ice cream. I got some ice cream.
I mean, she's showing
and
the
it's
picture.
chocolate.
And then you know what was crazy about the picture? She did the full length body, the whole, so you can see us just standing up. How tall we are? We standing tall, black and white. This is what Martin wanted.
Nah, but yeah. I mean, he didn't want that.
Yeah, they want to. I mean, shit.
Was he dipping and dabbing in the swirl?
Who?
MLK was down with the swirl.
Well, we know he had
just
side
a
chicks. I don't know.
Beyond just a speech.
He had,
Yeah. I mean, shit.
He had side chicks. He had a lot
He
of side
deserved. I mean, everything he went through, he
Right.
deserved.
Yeah,
If he got
side
some
pussy.
white pussy,
Right.
he deserved some
He
white
let it
pussy
move him,
after
man.
everything he went through. When they was spraying him down with water hose and locking him up, the least he could do is get some white pussy.
True that.
He was owed that.
True that. All right, so listen, man, we appreciate you coming out, Jarell, Chris Jarell.
Yes,
Tell
yes.
everybody where can they find you and what you got, if you got anything coming up.
Yo, you can find me at Chillrell, CHILLRELL, on pretty much everything. The Real Chillrell on TikTok, man. You can find me coming up. I got a movie coming out this year, supposedly 16 bars, and got a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on as far as Underdog Comedy Jam, so stay tuned for that. Just, you know what I mean, keep on the lookout. Best way to find me is in my stories on my IG, man, so make sure you stay tuned to the story, because I'm trying to make his story, which is my story. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Well, listen, you're a friend of the show. You can come back anytime you want to, man. Especially if you got some coming up, man.
Sure. This was fun, man. I appreciate this. This was dope.
Come and talk to us about it, man.
Yes,
Man, we didn't even get a chance to talk about the Major League Baseball scandal.
We can talk. Yeah, we ain't get to talk about that Tyler Perry Netflix movie. I got
shit.
that one. That was good and terrible. It was like terribly good.
Yeah.
But listen, this weekend, check me out. I'm hosting for Michael Blackson at the Improv. He's doing Friday and Saturday, 2 shows each day. I'm hosting one day. I'm not sure what day I'm hosting. As soon as I find out, I'll post it. But 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. This weekend at the Improv, Hollywood Improv in Los Angeles on Melrose. Open up for Michael Blackson.
All right.
Got anything coming up?
I'm chilling this weekend.
You chilling? We got a phone number you can call.
818-335-2065. 818-335-2065.
Definitely, man. Hit us up, man. Shout out to our sponsors this week, Doman Cheap Movers. Doman Cheap Movers, the #1 moving company in the San Fernando Valley. If you need a move,
they'll make it smooth.
Definitely. You know how we do it, man. It goes down, man. Shout out to everybody at Comedy Pop-Up. Oh, listen, please leave a review. Go to iTunes. Rate us and leave a review. And, of course, you know, if you DM us to our Instagram or Twitter page, and we'll send you a free T-shirt, Instagram or Twitter, at Dope Dealers. That's Dope Dealers with an S, man.
The next time you hear our voice, you will have heard it 100 times.
Oh, yeah, next week. Ooh, it goes down, man. Love you guys, man. Shout out to Paul,
Dope
our
Dealer
engineer.
Podcast.
Comedy Pop-Up.
I'm living a double life.